Yeah. We are live in the TopFlight Podcast. It is your host, TopFlight, aka Flight, aka the most hated, aka Mr. Pod. I'm gonna just call myself the Mr. Pod, the Pod Piper. Yeah, I'm the Pod Piper at this point. Yep, it's the Pod Piper. We live, man. Another Wednesday. Y'all already know what it is. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, it's a lot going on at the SQUADcast Network right now. We just dropped a new show, Cooking Ain't Quiet with Chef Don T. Y'all go check that out on YouTube on the SQUADcast Network page. Get you some cooking lessons in for y'all that can't cook. Hey, she gonna show you how it's done, show you how she do it, how she get down. So y'all go check that out. Definitely go check Bubble Goose Business, our last episode, for if you made it this far, on YouTube as well, on all streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all of that good stuff. You know I'm still cranking it out every week as usual. So hey man, the SQUADcast Network is just building. That's all they're doing. It's just building. Hold on, I still got my stuff up. Yeah. But no, SQUADcast Network is just building right now. That's all we can do. That's all I'm trying to do is just build something fun. You know what I'm saying, for the people. If you want to get on, hey, let me know. If you got a podcast idea, let me know. If you want to get on the network, let me know. So that's just me right now. Right now, other than that, y'all know, same old. It's a few things I really want to get into. I feel like this might be a deeper episode than I normally do, because there's some interesting things going on right now, and I feel like I'm gonna address them. Simple as that. I don't normally start out with sports. I said that last week, but I'm doing it again this week. But this ain't really, it's sports, but it's a lot deeper than sports. If y'all don't know who John Gruden is a white coach who has coached for years. Like he's been in the league for 30, 40 years now. Was a head coach in 2002, won a championship with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He was famously the coach of the Oakland Raiders during the Tuck rule when Tom Brady's dynasty started. It really started on the Tuck rule. So he's a prominent white coach. Well, was a prominent white coach for the Las Vegas Raiders, who I know if you on the YouTube, my mouth is, this red wine be having your mouth turning black, but shout out to Cooper's Hawk. But no, he's been a coach for the Las Vegas Raiders. He actually, another groundbreaking thing he did was get a 10-year, $100 million contract. 10 years, $100 million. That man got $10 million a year. So what happened was some emails linked of his while he was not at ESPN, and they called the head of the NFL Players Association at the time, DeMaurice Smith. He called them dumb, D-U-M-B, Morris Smith, and that his lips are as big as Michelin tires. Now he said this in an email. This was like typed and sent. This wasn't a recording. This wasn't a he say she say. No, this shit is in black and white. You feel what I'm saying? This is in black and white. Now I'm saying I'm trying to give you the lead up to how all of this has gone down. So those emails come out and everybody's like, oh, you know what I'm saying, I know him as a man, I can vouch for him as a man, you know what I'm saying, we should give him benefit of doubt, we should let him, forgive him, all of that bullshit. Of course, he comes out, issues in a little apology, you know what I'm saying, I'm sorry for what I said, all of that, whatever. Days go on, no issue, he doesn't, you know what I'm saying, there's no super public outcry or anything like that. It's just ho hum, everything, it is what it is, he made a mistake. 3 days later, 3 days later, maybe a little bit, maybe a few more days than 3, but a few days later, we're just gonna put it there. A few days later, as of yesterday, more emails come out. Now, I'm gonna tell you how these emails came out later on, and y'all gonna be like, the word. So, a few days later, up until as of yesterday, more emails came out where he was calling Michael Sam, who was one of the first gay NFL players to like come into the draft or whatnot, calling him a queer. He said he called somebody a faggot. I know he used the F word. I know I can't find I don't have the quotes in front of me right now, but I know he was calling somebody a faggot. I think he called the commissioner a pussy, all kinds of shit. Like, he was going in on these emails, right? So, because he said stuff about the LGBTQ community and whatnot, obviously, what was his next motive to do? Resign. Hear me now. He was able to resign. He wasn't fired. He wasn't cut. I mean, he's a coach. I mean, he can't get cut, but like, he wasn't released. None of that. He was able to resign. Now, this is what I want y'all to think about and put in perspective. When the disparaging racial comments about the black man came out, it was, oh, ho hum, let's just forgive him. He don't have his quote was, I don't have a racist bone in my body. That was what he said. But when the comments about the LGBTQ community come out, this man is up and forced to resign. He's up and forced to resign, or obviously his owner was going to have to fire him. But seeing as him and the owner are like mad close friends, he let him resign. Just think about that. And it's funny because Dave Chappelle just talked about this, and people are so up in arms about what he had to say about the situation when it literally played out days after his joint drop. Literally played out days after his joint drop. Like, if you're looking at this situation right here, right now, you can say anything about a black man, this whole hum, get over it. But you say something about somebody from the LGBT, you gonna lose your job. They done took this man out of the Tampa Bay Ring of Honor. Tampa Bay just won their second Super Bowl with Tom Brady. The first one they won was in 2002 with him as the coach, and he was in the Ring of Honor. They are taking him out of the Ring of Honor because of this part of the emails, not the part that was about the black man having lips like Michelin tires. No. Y'all forget about that. It is what it is on that one. But as soon as you say the faggot and queer and all of these other trigger words for the LGBT community, oh, now he got to go. Come on now. This is deeper than football. This is way deeper than football. And now let me tell you how them emails came out. They wasn't even in an investigation, you know what I'm saying, of the Las Vegas Raiders or anything like that. They was investigating the fucking Redskins, the owner of the Redskins. They was in some type of criminal probe into the Redskins and found these emails from John Gruden. Think about how wild that shit is. That nigga just caught the wildest stray. He just caught one of the wildest strays you've ever seen in your life. Caught a stray. Wasn't even about him. So my thing is, it's no telling what is in them other emails from them other people that he was emailing these things to. Cause let's be real here. It ain't just John Gruden. He ain't saying that shit to somebody who ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying, who ain't gonna chuckle with him or ha yeah nigga, you right with him. You already know that. You know that. Them rich white people is a cult. That shit is, you know what I'm saying, they don't play that shit. So if you don't think them niggas up there is scrub-a-dubbing them emails and purging emails and all kind of shit, listen here. I personally think John Gruden took a fall for one of them owners of them teams. Because you see what they did with Donald Sterling and everything came out. The NBA owners are not like the NFL owners. They're not as together, you know what I'm saying, like a cult, like the NFL. Like the NFL owners are like a cult for real. They're all 90% of them, most of them are white, except for Shad Khan. And like he's the owner of the Jaguars and they're shit. So you Who cares about what the hell they got going on? But with Jerry and Snyder and Kraft and the Maras and the man, listen. I'm telling you, this is not gonna be the end of that John Gruden shit. It's not gonna be the end of it. It's not. I'm telling you now. If y'all think it's gonna be the end of that John Gruden shit, just listen to your boy. It's not. That shit's gonna only get deeper because it's no telling who was on the other side of them emails, the responses on the other side of them emails, any of that stuff. So just for the people who, you know what I'm saying, who not really into sports or anything like that, just this is a situation that's way bigger than sports that I just want y'all to pay attention to. That's all. I'll jump back into sports later. Let's jump into something else. More on the LGBTQ community, which is wild. They make headlines more than any group lately, which is baffling to me. They done came and scooped Superman up. Like, they done came and scooped Superman. The next Superman is slated to be bisexual. A bisexual Superman. Like, all my life, all Superman has ever wanted to do was love Lois Lane. That's it. Superman has almost died so many times just to save Lois Lane's ass. Now you gonna add a nigga in the mix. Come on, dog. Come on, man. Like, when does it stop? When does it stop? Like, when does it stop? Like, for real. I remember I came on here and told y'all about Robin. Now Superman. I ain't gonna lie. They probably gonna cancel me for this, but I saw a tweet. Nigga said, "Oh, I guess that big S on his chest stand for sissy, huh?" Hey, look. I don't condone it. Just make new superheroes that fight for LGBTQ causes or what have you. But like, dog, Superman, even Superman got to be bisexual. Like, if you on the YouTube right now, like, come on. And I love the people that saying Marvel would never. Hey, look, all I'm gonna say is this. Don't be shocked when they start flipping some of our favorite Marvel niggas too. They're gonna be like Hawkeye was gay or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Or Black Widow was a lesbian or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't be surprised. Just don't be surprised. It's never gonna end at this point. They about to start rewriting history soon. Some of your favorite leaders is gonna come out to be bisexual and all of that shit. They already tried it with Malcolm X, but look, man. At the end of the day, I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say. I really don't. And like I said, I have no issue with that community at all. No problems. Whatever you are is what you are. Whatever you want to be is what you want to be. But dog, can you the things that have been ours since like, we don't have to change those things, do we? Like, for real? Superman. Like, it's other niggas you could have said, like Flash maybe, but he had Iris West. And it's the thing, they all had somebody like Bruce Wayne. Like, I mean, Bruce was like James Bond with him. He had Catwoman. He done had I mean, the Robin one was like, okay. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even say okay. I was still kind of like Robin for real, but like, I was able to let that slide. But Superman, dog, come on. That's a bit much. That's a bit much. Shout out to, I'm always a fan of like thinking of things that somebody hasn't done before. Like I think it's just like that Inception idea. Like that's something that's just like brand new, nobody's ever done before. I'm a fan of it. I'm always a fan of it. I don't know how much I'm a fan of this though. Somebody has started a shoe renting company. Hear me out. You know these shoes that niggas is paying $300 and $400 and $500 for, and a couple bands on StockX and whatnot. Apparently, in this shoe leasing or shoe renting company, you can rent the shoes for a certain amount of money a month and send them back type shit. Now look, like I said, I think it's a good idea. Now, will I be buying some rented shoes? No, I'm not buying shoes and renting and sending. No. But for the person who thought about that idea, that's not a bad idea. Because there are people out who really don't want to buy the shoes. They just want to look fly for the night or two. So you gonna get people who gonna rent the shoes. You're gonna get people who gonna rent the shoes. Like it's gonna happen. So I don't blame them at all. Like I had never thought about that because I follow a guy who actually has like a shoe cleaners. Like literally, like you take your shoes in, they will clean them shits that day to where they look damn near brand new. You know what I'm saying? That shit's dope. Like that shit is dope as hell to me. But like to rent, like if I wanted to rent the Cactus Jack whatever's Dunks or whatever them shits was, paying like $50 a month. If I was that type of nigga who felt like I had to be in that shit, but I ain't have the bread, that's a quick little, oh, hey, I'm fly now. You know what I'm saying? Like you could do that. So to all you people out there who want to get into the designer shoe thing but can't afford it, there's an option. You can Blockbuster them shits. Dead ass. Go on Blockbuster them hoes. Straight like that. Like, they ain't nobody gonna know. It ain't like it's gonna be a tag on it that say rent it. You know what I'm saying? Like, do that. Y'all know how you niggas like to be fly for the gram and you gotta have on the nicest of the 8. If you ain't got it, or you trying to do it on a budget though, shout out to bruh. I don't know his information, but shout out to bruh. Kyrie. At first I wasn't gonna talk this Kyrie situation, but I feel like every 30 minutes more and more develops on this Kyrie situation. I used to be that nigga. Used to be like after everything I used to drink. Anyway, Kyrie is an interesting nigga, man. He really is. He has a motive behind everything, but the way he goes about it, the way people perceive him to go about it, and what his profession is why all of this is coming into an issue. Here's my take on the Kyrie shit. And the whole vax thing. If Kyrie was me, or maybe you who's listening to this, or just a regular person who had a regular job, that if you decided that you didn't want to work, it's not really gonna affect the job, I would get what he's saying. I would completely understand what he's saying. I would completely understand his stance. And quite frankly, I'm not saying I don't understand his stance. But what Kyrie's profession is, first and foremost, is a team sport. It is team first. If he ran track, he could do this. Nobody would give a damn. If this was tennis, if this was golf, because it's on him. But you are on a team where the guys around you are counting on you to be there. We built this team with you in mind because we felt we could win the ultimate goal, which Kevin Durant, James Harden, and the rest of those guys seem to want, which is a championship. Those guys hoop. They want to hoop. Kevin Durant eats, sleeps, and breathes basketball. That's it. Nothing else. And, he's got his production virtual. But, like, Kevin Durant wants to win. Kevin Durant wants to win championships. More than the one that he got in Golden State because he know them shits is meh. Harden wants to get the monkey off his back of not having a ring. Harden is one of the greatest players to ever play this game. He will go down as one of the greatest players to ever play this game. He will. He wants to win a championship. He does not want to go down as the Charles Barkley or the Karl Malone of this era. He does not. You are on a team where your brothers in that locker room are counting on you. And what he's currently doing, in my eyes, I will be honest to say, is a distraction. It's a distraction. It is a distraction. What I feel Kyrie needs to do, make your stance and just and be done with it. And either you gonna play or you not. Because them trying to circumvent the rules and they trying to make sure, we tried to put the practice facility in a place where you can practice because you're unvaccinated, and now we're talking about playing, missing half the season with you. But then again, if we get to the playoffs, we gonna need you in the playoffs for the home games. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and your team cannot move on without a definite response from Kyrie, without there being a distraction. Because after every loss, after every whatever, would you think Kyrie would have helped you guys if he was here? Do you think you win this game if Kyrie was on the floor? Like, it's more than just his stance on how he feels about being vaccinated. And from what just came out recently, hold on, let me see if I can find it. Because from what something just came out about his stance on this, because he can't practice or play until he's vaccinated with the team, from what the Nets are saying. Like, no practice, no play, nothing at all. So hold on, let me see. Oh, that's from the general manager. My bad, I was reading something. But it's a situation where right now, like I said, your team wants to win. Your team is in win now mode. You got 3 of the best scorers in the NBA. You have, to be honest, you have 3 of maybe the top 5 scorers in the NBA on your team. 3 niggas who can honestly get a bucket at any minute. Any minute. Don't matter. Any minute. Put the ball in their hands and they're going to get you a bucket. Now, personally, do I think they could win it without Kyrie? I do. I think James Harden and Kevin Durant is more than enough to win a championship. I really, really do. I don't think y'all realize how raw James Harden is and how raw Kevin Durant is. Now, if I'm the Brooklyn Nets, I'm trading his ass. I'm trading Kyrie in a heartbeat. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'm trading him. But nobody wants to trade for Kyrie. Why? Because he's threatened to retire if he gets traded. So it's like, you got the Nets by the balls. Kyrie got the Nets by the balls right now. They got to do whatever the hell Kyrie says at this point. Because they don't want to mess that. They don't want to mess it up with Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant is the reason why, you know what I'm saying? I mean, Kyrie's the reason why Kevin Durant is there. They brought Kyrie in to bring Kevin Durant in, and then James Harden just came as a plus. Kyrie got the Nets by the balls right now. And apparently he wants to be a voice to the voiceless. You know what I'm saying? Apparently this is more than his stance about the vaccine. He's upset about people losing their jobs for being unvaccinated and things of that nature. So he's trying to stand up for the people who can't stand up with him for themselves, which is admirable. It is so admirable, and I respect Kyrie for doing what he's trying to do. But for your team's sake, you need to give them an answer now. That's how I feel. Give them an answer now. You prolonging this and you I might not, you know what I'm saying? You probably gonna try to wait till the last day before the season starts or some shit, or you gonna get vaccinated right before the playoffs start or whatnot. Look, whatever your plan is, Slurry, you need to tell them boys so they can begin to focus without you. That is a championship ready squadron if they stay healthy. Kyrie, no Kyrie. You gotta get a boy something, man. You gotta get a boy something. Like I feel bad for KD. I feel bad for Harden, because at the end of the day, y'all came because y'all knew, hey, us two and Kyrie, shit. I said it, shit. Who? Ain't nobody trying to see that healthy in a 7-game series. I'm a diehard Laker fan. I am not trying to see them niggas healthy in those 7-game series. I am not. Because they're going to kill us at the free throw line. Easy. So, again, this whole Kyrie thing is another one that's, you know what I'm saying, sports is becoming a lot bigger than the balls being scored and the touchdowns being, you know what I'm saying, being ran and things of that nature. Sports is a small microcosm of society. It really, really is. It's a small microcosm of society. And a lot of things that are happening in the sports, as it slowly starts to hit the rest of the world, it's like, what? This is really going down in these sports that are heavily populated by black players and, you know what I'm saying, people of color and things of that nature. Like, this is really what's going on. Yes. You know what I'm saying? On both ends, like we said, Kyrie with the unvaccinated thing, a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, don't agree with how I would agree with him or any of that nature. And it is what it is. I just feel like he needs to stand on his stance and make a decision now, for the sake of the team, and, you know what I'm saying, his brothers around him. That's just me. That's just my take on it. You know what I'm saying? But my prediction, he gonna get vaccinated. I think Kyrie loves basketball a little more than he loves being a social justice warrior. I do. And this isn't a situation where the NBA is gonna blackball Kyrie out of the league. That's not gonna happen. They're not gonna Kaepernick Kyrie. Only Kyrie can Kaepernick Kyrie, and that's just by not getting vaccinated. And if he retires, I wouldn't be shocked either. I wouldn't be shocked if Kyrie retires either. I wouldn't. He's that type of nigga. He's that type of nigga to retire. And more power to him. If that's the case, then you really know where Kyrie's heart lies if he goes and retires after this. You know where his heart really lies. And it lies with his people. And I will never, ever, ever down that. But like I said, you just got to let them boys know what's good. It's the TopFlight Podcast. You already know what it is, man. I'm out.